the issues we have on State of the State, this very edition has to do with the 750 million naira that was given to youth of Akwa Ibom State, 15,000 of them, to be exact, at the sum of 50,000 naira each, by the governor, who had opened a portal for unemployed youths to register and then to be able to be available for job recruitment, both in the civil service and oil companies and other companies working in the state. And we've had quite an issue with that very program because of the requirement for registration, which we have kicked against, that the requirement for voter identification number is not ideal for job placement. But that is one thing that has disenfranchised a number of persons, including a volunteer. She's even here in the studio with us. She's a graduate of the University of Calabar. That's where she registered to vote. And she's been in the Akwa Ibom State for the past 3 years. And when that program was open, I told her, please go and register, because your future will be better off if you secure such an appointment or an opportunity. And she tried severally until I got to know that if you don't have a voter's card, and PVC for that matter, registered in the Akwa Ibom State, you cannot enroll. No matter if you're a first-class student or wherever you are. So we've made several appeals, and we're still making that appeal, that requirement should be removed. But so far, we don't know how many have registered. But the Akwa Ibom State government, I think on Monday, gave out 50,000 naira, and it is no longer livelihood support or just stipend to hold on. It's now termed business grants, 750 million. So we in Open Forum, we believe that there could be a better way of managing such amount of money with such people that are involved, because I had a talk with one of the beneficiaries of the scheme, and the person said 50,000 in a time like this, it cannot be for any other thing than for Christmas. And she bought chicken with it, bought rice, because definitely one has to eat. What business are you going to do with 50,000? Sell pure water? Or sell what? Fruit? Yes, depending on the class of persons involved, 50,000 can actually be used to trade, because Otobong was given 40,000. I supervised where she went to get a place to pay, where she will be keeping her fruit to sell by roadside, and it's possible to start trading. There are tons of people, but the kind of psychedelic persons I saw well dressed to collect 50,000 in camera is a bit disturbing, because that 750 million could have been used for some things that could impact society very, very much. Another person, I'm trying to see if I could see I can't really find where I dropped that message on social media. The person said he's a beneficiary, but before you get to him, that money will finish. So I want to appeal to His Excellency. You are compassionate, you are pro people, but there are some ideas that has to be fine-tuned by situation room people. People must be to criticize policies before they come out, else they will make us public affairs analysts, and we say we are operating a policy ideas bank, look like enemies of government. We are not. 750 million is a lot of money. So, sir, would you want to just chip in your voice? How do we manage these empowerment programs or grants so that it can be sustainable? So it will not just end up like one of the beneficiaries told me one-on-one, that money is for Christmas. And for most of them, actually for Christmas.
Yeah, thank you. You see, I think the important word is sustainable.
Yes.
You realize that Solomon, the great king, very wise king, he said that the way a man thinks in his heart, that's how he is.
That's right.
What we need to affect, to do to the youth, is to create programs that will affect their hearts, their minds. How do they think? It is not about giving you a grant. It's about how you think. Because ideas have consequences. But beyond consequences, you see, it is the vision that brings the provision.
Yes.
So it is not that provision that will give the young man the vision to do a business. It is actually the other way around.
That's true, sir.
Let him have a vision. that vision will definitely bring some provision, even if that provision must come from government. I do believe that, yes, you want to keep them alive, but keeping people alive may not solve the problem. No, it will never solve the problem. In fact, nations have never been built with grant.
And palliatives.
Palliatives, no.
Never.
You will never build a nation.
It's been said repeatedly. Distinguished Professor.
It is totally impossible to do so.
Distinguished Professor Akwa, he was a guest speaker at our last town hall meeting. He said so. You can't build, you can't work on any economy, you can't deal with these issues with palliative. No, palliative economy cannot, it's never sustainable. But here we are. So we must think without the box. I was looking for a statement by somebody on social media who said, this is the beneficiary. I'll just keep his name off. If you go to social media, you may see it. He said, I'm a beneficiary. He said, I'm a beneficiary. But the amount is so small that I'm not even sure what to do with it. As soon as I step outside, it will be gone. And he added an emoji that shows frustration. Beneficiary, I have his name here, but I'll just say that those that see it already on social media can see it. So, Your Excellency, we are with you. So very soon we are going to bring in an expert who is going to share with us ideas on how we can make all these fundings, grants, and whatever very sustainable and definitely be able to have a ripple effect on the economy of the state.